Reverend Jackson Podcast.
Hey, what's good with y'all on this beautiful Friday evening, man? I know y'all seen the title. Y'all clicked the title and said, what he on, man? He on some foolishness. But you know, I felt the same way when I heard the statement that was being made. So I'm going to click the video. We're going to get into a discussion about this. But before that, please hit the like button to help me trigger the algorithm. If you're new here, subscribe to the channel. You know, we talk about hip-hop topics, trending discussions, and culture. You know, we talk about culture a lot in here, a little bit of politics here and there, and history. Because I love me some history. I love learning about my lineage and my ancestors and everything. But let me be quiet and play the video, man. Let's get to it.
You saying Jim Jones has more hits than Nas?
I'm from New Jersey. We grew up on ballin'.
That's one.
We did not grow up on one mic. Pop Champagne, Summer in Miami. That's a classic.
If I Rule the World. How is that comparable to those songs you just said?
I'm 22. Every Nas song that my man's MJ played, we said we heard that from what, Dub?
2K.
2K. Those songs are in the video game.
Okay.
I have never in my life said at a party, yo, throwing that Nas right now. If you did top 3 influential people regarding dressing,
But
swag, Jim Jones is top 3.
But Nas influenced Jim Jones.
Cap, Chrome Hearts and the BB Simons belts and all that. Jim Jones is like top 3.
So where you put Max B?
Nobody was wearing Ed Hardy. Nobody was wearing True Religion. Nobody was wearing Chrome Hearts. All that was white biker stuff. He brought that into the culture.
Well,
And how old are you, real quick?
23.
23.
So Nas first dropped 94, right? So that's a different time period where this is not really even checking for numbers yet. He came in at a period where he's checking for the skill of the game. You're comparing 2 different eras, and I feel like it's a little bit disingenuous.
It's the difference between being in the game and being relevant.
But
Jim Jones is more relevant than Nas.
Jim Jones and Nas are in the same era. Jim Jones is 48 years old. Nas is 51 years old. Jim Jones just wasn't a rapper and didn't know how to rap when Nas was rapping. No matter what Jim Jones has improved to, it's still not Nas.
But
Like,
you
you can
know
put a
it's
V12
funny.
in a Honda, it's
you
not
know
a
it-
Lamborghini.
But you know it's funny. The last Nas album is not better than the last Jim Jones album. It's not better than the last 3 Jim Jones.
By
albums.
what metric,
By what,
though?
yeah,
By
that's-
bars, by everything. El Capo,
It's better
the
than
deluxe is better than King's Disease.
Lord help the youth. Lord help the youth. Stop, youngin', stop. You know, no disrespect to the youngin'. You know, I like listening to the youngsters' ideology because they'll tell you NBA Youngboy better than Tupac. It's I don't even really want to do no comparisons of 2 brothers like that, but at the end of the day, Jim Jones ain't, you know, he ain't on Nas level, dog. Nas is the greatest MC ever. Might be one of the most influential MCs ever when it comes to rhyme patterns, skills, bars, dressing. A hit song. This is what I want to address, though. Because a lot of people are championing songs and music that they really don't like. They just been programmed to like it. That's what the industry does to people who is not aware. You can't go nowhere and not hear these songs. If you go on social media, the song is being promoted. If you go on Instagram, the song is being promoted. How all of a sudden you ain't listening to Lil Wayne in 5 years and he's in your algorithm again? You know, when you play the radio, they play the same song every 15 minutes because it's being financed. If you do things in a repetitive nature, you are forced to like it. You end up like, shit, this is all right. Oh, it's better than I thought it was. You done heard it 50 times. So you think that the song is a hit when it's really, in our reality, been programmed in your head and beating your head so much that you forced to like it. Now, club music, the club is an atmosphere that as you get older, you'll realize that it's not what's best for you. Like, who cares about the club? Like being songs played in the club and all of that. That just, it doesn't make sense like that. And then I wanna end it off on this because I just want to further the discussion with y'all in the comment section. I just thought this was blasphemous. More hits than Nas. Let's be real now, because I really don't agree with this. You know, I did the the show last week about the game and Jadakiss, and folks was going crazy in the comment section about the game and Jadakiss. I want to see about what y'all got to say to that young boy about this. More hits than Nas now. Now, when it comes to fashion, Harlem is one of the fashion capitals of the United States in black culture. I gotta salute to Jim Jones when it comes to fashion, because he did create a lane that Lil Wayne mimicked, that a lot of other people mimic, with that rock star and those belts and those chains and stuff hanging off, the Ed Hardy, the True Religion. I didn't wear none of that shit, to be honest with you. I didn't think it was flavor. It just looked like some niggas dressing like white boys. But I seen a lot of people followed it. So I give him credit in that area of the drip and shit like that. But drip is drip a part of hip hop culture, fashion? Like if you make trash music but you dress fly, does that give you points? But I ain't saying Jim Jones make trash music, because to me, to be honest with you, Jim Jones is the person that held the Dipset down when it crumbled. He's still holding the Dipset flag up. Cameron is my favorite artist out of the Dipset. Juelz Santana is the best rapper out of the Dipset, but Jim Jones is the one that's keeping them relevant. Now, I'm going to close it off like this, though. This is a relevant conversation and topic, but it's healthy for us as older folks to be able to understand the ideology of the youth. But I'm going to play something that came out of Jim Jones' own mouth before I go. And thank y'all for tuning in to my show, man. Peace, love, plenty of abundance. Make sure you go get you some money, and I'm gone. Chip.
Nas might be top 3 of all time of flyers in the industry in his era. His drip has changed a little bit different as he's been older, like in these days. But he's rich as fuck. I won't give to him. But in that day, in the 90s and shit like that, we was trying to buy everything Nas has, from the Helly Hensons to the rugby jackets. Remember, Nas had that B-boy stance in his Source magazine. That shit was like the B-boy NBA logo and shit. Like he always had the fucking camouflage flip-up army hats and shit like that. The army jackets match and shit like that. Nas got super jiggy with it. I got to give it to Nas. I know I was buying shit that Nas had.
What do you think about what Jay-Z has done as far as fashion and drip and style? Like
Jay-Z's carved his own lane. I'm not taking nothing away from Jay-Z, but he's not as drippy as Nas in no way, shape, or form. Nas been having niggas getting fresh since high school. Now Jay-Z came in and found his little thing. He's never been known to be the freshest or the drippiest. He's always been fly. He's always had on the high fashion, Versace. Niggas seen Versace. Jay had that shit on, icebergs and all that. Yeah, he had all the pieces. That was already etched in stone. That wasn't like something that he created where the hustlers was following. That's what the hustlers was doing, and he was a hustler. Nas was chopping that shit up and getting fly. I had the army suits looking super dope, jiggy with the motherfucking Queensbridge piece on and shit like that. You know what I mean? Nas was adding pieces to the drip. Like he added the jungle hat. Niggas wasn't doing that. You know what I mean? Like he added a style of the army suit. Niggas was doing that, but they wasn't rocking it with the flair that Nas added to it. Like he bring Helly Hensons in the game. Like that whole rain jacket look. Like he bust that shit out. Like he was adding pieces to the drip that niggas needed, and niggas went and got after they saw him have it on.
The Trevor Jackson Podcast.